Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
That sound means it's time for Cavs on the Break. I am your host, Chase Smith, and with me for the first time of many times, Cavs insider Cameron Carlin. Cameron, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How about you?
I am doing wonderful. Here's what we want to do. This is a podcast about the Cavs, anything you want to know about the Cavs, record, roster, stats. This is your one-stop shop for all things Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. And I got my man Cameron here, who is a Cavs insider who actually used to work for the Cavs and the advanced analytics department. Cameron, thank you for joining me on this adventure, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're going to have fun.
So I want to just quickly here in our first episode, walk us through what it's like to work for the Cavs. You, in a very peculiar time, work for the Cavs. It sounds like before LeBron came back, and then through his return, through 3 straight trips to the finals, to the eventual championship run. Walk us through what was it like and what you actually did with the Cavs.
Well, to start off, I worked for the team from the 2013-14 season up until the 2016-17 season. And I was worked for SportsView, their advanced tracking statistics. So essentially there are 6 cameras in every NBA arena that track all 10 players, the ball, and 3 referees at all times. And sometimes the cameras in the program wouldn't really know what to do or who was what or who did what. And that's pretty much where I would come in. So kind of sit there at every game, pay attention, got to know what's going on, got to know who's passing to who's just shot, who got the rebound, things of that nature. And, yeah, it was a hell of a time, to say the least, that's for sure. The first year, it was the year before LeBron came when, that team had so much stuff going on. You had Andrew Bynum on the team. Yeah, exactly. You had Dion Waiters and Kyrie fighting, rumors of infighting, even Josh Gordon included in that. Andrew Bynum shooting shots from half court.
I forgot he was on the team. Oh, my gosh.
Andrew Bynum's on the team till, midway through the season.
Yeah.
That was a year, too, where, the rumors were sparking a little bit that LeBron maybe could be coming back. And for us to have that, I remember just wanting us to succeed so bad. And for us to have that much supposed dysfunction going on and a losing team, I was just, devastated that I don't know if it was even possible. And then, of course, we all know what happened the next summer. Yep. LeBron coming back it's
well, a couple of things I remember about that time. One, they would be a couple of times a month where Kyrie would just go off. Absolutely. He would just be unbelievable. It was giving us glimpses of what eventually we would see in a couple years later, but it would either be a crazy play, an incredible stat line, or he would just take over in the fourth quarter. He was ice cold, man. He was, he still is, I think, but I remember that. And then obviously the whole summer with Dan Gilbert's playing and all that on Twitter was kind of like a whole nother world, man.
Yeah. Kyrie, it hurts. I'm sure it hurts all of us, but he is awesome. He's one of the most skilled players in the NBA. And when I say skill, we're talking dribble the ball, pass the ball, shoot the ball. It's hard to find somebody better than him at that.
Yeah.
But he definitely showed flashes. I remember there was a game against New Orleans, the Hornets. They were still the New Orleans Hornets, and it was on ESPN. And Kyrie has 20-some points in the fourth quarter. He hit the game-winning shot against Toronto. It was he shoots the 3 from 6 feet behind the line because the guy was off of him. He knows he's going to just walk into it and make it. He's that skilled.
Yeah.
But yeah, once LeBron, all the rumors and everything started, it was pretty awesome that whole summer.
Yeah.
My favorite part about all that is that the plane and all that, they were right.
Yeah.
Dan Gilbert even posted on Twitter trying to deny it, and he knew that they were right. So it was amazing.
I remember where I was exactly when I saw that he was coming back. Like, it's forever etched in my memory. I was at this awesome Japanese fusion like steakhouse place for dinner, and we lived in North Carolina at the time. And I was like, Leslie, holy crap, the Bronze going to Cleveland. Like, it completely like took me by surprise, and I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
I hate to be a toot my own horn guy, but I remember even after the first year being like, he's definitely going to come back.
Yeah,
because he's like a big legacy person. I have a very close friend of mine who's from Copley in the Akron area, and a couple of his friends and I don't know, supposed people of LeBron.
like inner circle LeBron.
Right, all that. He lives near his house in Bath, and it was just that always LeBron wants LeBron Jr. and Bryce to do what he did, and they're going to go to St. Vincent St. Mary and all that good stuff, and he can't do that in Miami. He can't do that in LA. So I mean, that's kind of why I'm still.
Well, that was my next question. So this summer, they're already talking, is he going to go to LA? And this week, the Ringer wrote an article. Houston's the best fit for him. I'm under the impression, I've always believed that he's going to stick around. He's going to stay in Cleveland. Cameron, do you agree?
I would, of course we have Homer bias with this, but I just don't. It just doesn't make sense to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Houston, they're a great team, but you still have to go through the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's.
So let me ask you this: what would be a better legacy? Being the Western Conference champions and going through the likes of Harden, Kawhi Leonard, the Warriors juggernaut, OKC, and bringing the Lakers back from nothing, and just like, oh man, look what he did to be the best of the best in the West, or to go to 10 straight finals, stay in the East, play in the East until your son is drafted, and then play with your son, and then at that point go, because he can pick any team he wants to go to. He keeps signing these 1-year deals. I mean, what do you think would be the better legacy there?
Again, Homer bias, but 100% to stay here and dethrone the Warriors, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like he always talks last year, one of my favorite, the speech we were talking about, against all odds, the man above wanted me to do this. Well, this is what he's like. He needs to dethrone the Warriors, and that is a legacy right there.
Yeah.
If you defeat this team that everybody is like, it's almost like laughable how much everybody is like, this team is 100. It's got to be the biggest favorite to win a major sports championship ever.
Mm-hmm.
One of them. They're like almost New England Patriots comparable in terms of how much people think that they're unbeatable, guaranteed a champion again.
Yeah.
Again, it's not. I hate to bring up statistically and stuff like that, but
no, please. That's what you did. That's what you do, man. That's why you're on the pod.
The series wasn't as drastic of a defeat as everybody wants to point out. It's
not at all, man.
Not at all.
Very easily could have gone 7.
Easily.
Which Warriors fans know that. Just a casual fan probably doesn't. But I think most analytics and most columnists would agree that series is much closer than the 5-game.
Our starters outscored their starters, and we did. I mean, I'd like to think we did as much as we could to fix our bench problem this season. So with that, I mean, I personally, I really hope it's us versus them again. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
That's the greater legacy to me, is to stick around, defeat the team that nobody thought you could.
Yep.
Do it here. Do it with Wade and his
best friend.
And Chris Paul is a free agent. Carmelo could easily get traded from there. He could bring that team here if he wanted to.
Banana boat, baby.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
So, your last year at the Cavs, they win the championship, right?
No, last year we lose in.
Oh, okay. Last year was your last year. Okay.
The lasting image I have. I mean, no, we won Game 4, and that was awesome. We scored 86 points in the first half, NBA Finals record. They scored 137 points in the game. have like 22 3-pointers, I believe, also NBA Finals record.
Yeah.
It was just like, man, it was almost bittersweet knowing that, man, they just played like this after just losing like that. When this could easily be going 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
But the image of the game 3, man, that is haunting.
Yeah, that was rough.
Where I used to sit at the arena, I mean, it was direct angle to me, and as soon as he lets it go, that shot was so good.
Yeah. And
you just seeing it, then looking up at the scoreboard, oh my gosh, we're losing.
Durant's pretty smooth, man.
He's great. When you look at his one thing I've always said about him is when you look at the way he shoots and his arms and everything, when you watch him shoot free throws, his arms, he was built to shoot a basketball.
So long.
His arms come up, his arms go straight up, follow through, everything's perfect. No chance for him sticking his elbow out. He was built for that. So,
were you a part of the championship parade?
Yeah, that was, oh my gosh.
You were in the parade.
Not on one of the floats. There was an area where we were able to sit in the front, which was, I mean, we hung around and walked around and stuff, and then eventually got to the area in the front with all the speeches and stuff, and that was great too. Yeah. LeBron was definitely feeling great at that. That was
awesome. And Gilbert got everyone a ring, right? So you got a ring?
Yes.
Dude, that's freaking sick, dude.
Oh, man, it's probably my most prized possession, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
My mom's got that one in the safe. Don't really get
of course.
See that one as much.
Well, hey, let's tell everyone about what our show is going to be like. We have 4 segments that we're going to be doing every week. The first one is a review of the last 5 games for the Cavs, kind of like a review of the last week's slate of games. We're going to give some insight, give some scores, give some trends, and Cameron's going to give his kind of expertise on what would be concerning or what we can take from that week, right?
Oh yeah, it's it'll be good for everybody to see a little bit into how they're playing and how you can expect us to play in the next upcoming games, because if you could have looked at the schedule in the past 15 games and been like, the Cavs should go on a tear here. Even with the schedule coming up, the Cavs it's a very favorable schedule going into Christmas Day with the Warriors. I think they have 2 tough road games back. It's not a back-to-back, but they're at Milwaukee and then I believe at Washington coming up. So
yeah,
those would be, I mean, good tests, playoff teams in the East. The Cavs will definitely be up for those games. It's always fun watching LeBron and the boys on national TV.
Oh, yeah.
On the road, that's for sure.
The second segment we're going to do is a stat of the week, where we're just going to pick one random stat line to kind of highlight. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be funny. But we want to kind of share that just to kind of help keep you guys with the pulse of the NBA. The third segment is a preview of next week's slate of games. So we'll tell you when the Cavs are playing, who they're playing, and Cameron will share what the Cavs will be working on and kind of a scouting report throughout that week.
Yeah, in the NBA, there's so many adjustments that could be made week to week. For each team, I mean, you go out and you play against a team like the Lakers coming up. It's you could adjust the way you want to play defense, maybe give them some 3-point shots. They're lacking outside shooters. Then you play against a team on like the Golden State Warriors on Christmas, and they're definitely going to be working on defending the 3-point line against those guys.
And then we'll end the show with a quick scope of around the East, NBA Eastern Conference, kind of breaking down little power rankings, kind of break it down into tiers, look at who's hot, what team's not, and kind of get us ready for the playoffs. So, yeah, this show will be a weekly show, anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes. And I look forward to talking Cavs with you, Cameron. I appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride, especially throughout this season.
All right, everybody. Thanks for downloading and listening. Follow us on Twitter at Cavs on the Break. Subscribe, leave us a review on iTunes. That does help. It might not seem like it does, but it does help with search algorithms and everything. And we will catch you guys on the break next week. See you, Cameron. Later, buddy.
See you, Chase. Have a good weekend, man.
Peace.
Congratulations, Cleveland. Your decades-long wait is finally over. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.